Hello
Hello
guys.
everyone, Gordon Lightfoot is back on our channel after such a long time. It's been 8 months, man.
Yeah,
8
actually,
months.
when we changed the set, like
Yeah.
our first set, then we reacted to this song, as I remember.
That's true, exactly. Yeah, that was one of our first reactions, man, I believe.
Yeah.
Of course, I remember
Yeah.
Sundown, such a beautiful song. I've listened to this song many times since then, and I
Yeah,
gotta
we
say,
have it.
more and more you listen, more beautiful it becomes, man.
Yeah, because you're catching more.
Exactly,
Extra
more
stuff,
details,
yeah.
exactly. You are diving into the song even more than you
Yeah,
did
yeah.
for the first time. And today we have this song called The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and I believe I've heard of this story before. I remember that I read some story like about this ship that
There
sank.
is a ship, on the screen,
Yeah.
so yeah, maybe it's
Exactly.
about ship.
Maybe it's dedicated to that ship. If that's about that, we will find out, man.
That's why we're here. We're gonna find out, so
Exactly.
let's go, man.
So, subscribe,
give us a thumbs
like,
up,
and let's go. We have lyrics as well, so
Let's go.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down
voice
to
is
the
so
big lake
adventurous.
they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy.
never gives up her
With
dead.
a load of
like,
iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early.
I like the sound.
The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned.
That's the story about the
Including some
ship.
terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and the
Drums
wave
kicked in
broke
so
over
nicely.
the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind.
Okay.
When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. Later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
There we go, man.
Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters.
That's so tragic, man.
Lake Huron Roll, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. The iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered.
Drum sound is so atmospheric. It really creates the atmosphere around the song.
In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
And the song fades away. Wow, man.
Now I'm really interested in what really happened there.
This was incredibly
why
emotional.
this song was written, like,
I mean, he explained what happened there. Like, basically, he said everything.
yeah, there are,
Like,
yeah.
in the lyrics. Man, sometimes, you know, this kind of disasters happen and you just ask yourself, like, why did this happen, you know? But no one gives you an answer. No one can. I just don't know what to say, you know? Like, it happens, it's tragic, but at the same time, you cannot do anything about that. You can reverse back time and just go back and save people, unfortunately. That's what's tragic about that, you know? This kind of stuff happens and everyone goes like, wow, man, these people didn't deserve such fate. Yeah,
It happens and then you realize
Yeah.
what happened.
You
and
just
then
gotta
you are
accept it, man.
You are like, trying to find out what happened, but it's late.
Exactly.
It happened already. You can change, you can go back in time. So, dude, this music doesn't sound like tragic for me, you know, because it has like adventurous sound,
Yeah, in
adventurous
some
vibe.
sense I agree, you know.
Yeah, you know?
That's true.
You know what I mean? And
It has some like historical sound, historical
yeah.
vibe, historical melody. Maybe his voice gave the music such
yeah,
feeling.
that's one thing. Yeah.
That's what I absorbed in this case.
And
you
also
know?
vibe of the sound,
Yeah.
vibe of the music as well, like itself, you know, it
was
has
very
this kind of
cool.
vibe as well.
But I gotta say about the drumming, man. Drumming, I believe drumming made the atmosphere around the song, and it made you understand like what happened actually, you know, and what's going on in the song. That's actually, for me, drumming played a crucial part. I'm not saying about the voice right now. I'm saying about the drumming, which is a secondary instrument in this song.
Yeah.
Might be considered, but for me personally, it really gave the intense feeling to the song, intense
Yeah.
emotion to the song. The song, guys, personally for me was not sad in a way that it was made to remember those people
Yeah.
who lost their souls, you know, because they were fighters. I believe this was a fighter ship. I'm not
Probably, yeah.
entirely sure, but I read somewhere the information, man. Maybe you guys will tell us in the comments as well. I believe you will, and we'll check additional information about that. And I'm really curious what happened. I don't know, guys, what else to add, to be honest with you. Just, you cannot fight the nature. As much as you try, nature will find a way to get you, you know, in some ways. But you gotta accept the fact and just move on, man, and continue with your life. God bless those people who lost their lives. I believe entire crew died. Disaster, but yeah. What can you say, man?
What can you say? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Take
Thank you
care,
guys
guys.
so much. Thanks for requesting this song first of all.
Yeah. It was
And-
really strange vibe it left me on. you
Yeah.
know? It's not even sad. it's not happy. It's somewhere in between. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe as we've said
But it's
already.
good that this song was written. It's good.
Exactly, man. And tomorrow, I gotta say, Hotel California album is coming on our Patreon. If you want to check it out, go ahead, do it right
Yeah.
now. Link will be in the comments down below, also in the description. And take care. Goodbye.
See you
next
guys.
time.